It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the garden. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? That kind of brings me back to my childhood there, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Anyway, I'd like to welcome you to Damia's garden, and this is what she calls Patio to Play. Now, who is Damia? Damia is my wife. She created a garden at Attica Prison in a courtyard, got the approval for it, and the whole intent behind that garden was to improve employee morale and custodian morale. You know, they had prisoners that were the custodians of the office space that my wife worked in, and it gave them an opportunity to go out and do some gardening. You know, most of the guys were from New York City. This was at Attica State Penitentiary in Western New York. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. But a lot of those guys never even seen trees before. So to have an opportunity to go out, do some gardening, um, bring a fresh tomato back to the cell, or, you know, a zucchini or whatever they had going on out there, was better than what they were getting. Uh, Attica used to be known for growing their own food. Beautiful farm next door. I don't know when they closed it down, but they closed down the farm. Everybody was trying to go there for kosher food. So that whole program was shut down. So this garden was a breath of fresh air for everyone. And when my wife and I met, we met in 2013. I'm a Desert Storm vet. Lost everything back in 2008. Lost my job, my house, my family. Kind of, been traveling around the country, working here, working there, not really landing anywhere, solid for a while. But we met 2013 at a barbecue at my cousin's house, and got to know each other. And, once we started our relationship, she started noticing things in me, stress wise, that were similar to what she saw at work in the prisoners. We lived in a third story apartment to an old coach house, I think it was, maybe. Not much space for growing, but we had windowsill gardens. There was a back laundry room, like a mud room. We had a hibiscus tree growing back there. I mean, I know I have pictures of all of that. She created just the most beautiful interior and exterior space that I've ever had. And I've had big houses, yards. Um, I've grown a lot of cannabis in my life. So, I've seen some gardens, but I was not as impressed with anything that I've ever done in the past than what she created right there at that apartment. And then she created like a little lounge area downstairs that was like a Sicilian cafe. And my mother's Sicilian, she set up a little chair and table and had moss growing out of the brick of the old coach house, and had a couple of lounge chairs and some plants down there. It was beautiful. Anyway, we've been living here in Oregon for 7 years. This garden, I've been procrastinating. This channel should have been up immediately 7 years ago. So forgive me for that. But this year, I felt like it would be a sin not to document what my wife has created out here on our apartment patio. So please like and subscribe to this channel. Like our videos, hit the notifications, and come along with us for this journey. We want to see this patio to plate turn into a farm to table, and teach everybody else how to do, a patio to play garden, because this is where food production and stuff is going to go. We've got a lot of stuff going on in this country, and I'm not going to get into it out here. I'm not going to get political or anything like that. But there's, rail lines going down. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and you can. I interviewed my great grandmother who raised me when I was in high school. We had to do it for like a history class, and we had to interview our great grandparents about the Depression. So I asked my great grandmother, who is half African American and Cherokee. My grandfather's African American, Blackfoot, Irish, and English. Um, so I asked her about the Depression. She said they never felt it because they had everything that they needed in the garden. So, you know, it's what I grew up with. I remember as a kid being out in the garden with my grandma and weeding. I'd be in the tomato plants. Um, I love the rhubarb. She used to have to keep me out of the rhubarb because I'd be playing around all day long. And instead of Gatorade and stuff, we didn't have that, man. You just go back and grab a stick of rhubarb and have at it. But anyway, my wife has created the same type of garden oasis right here on our patio. And that's what I call it. It's an oasis to me. We live in a 750 square foot, 1 bedroom apartment. Um, So all of this space out here is like extra living space. It's like an extra living room, you know. I don't have many friends, but as you can hear, I have a lot of bird friends. I used to have a squirrel that came by and tormented me every day, but I think my kitty cat might have got him because he was tearing stuff up. But anyway, enough of the background. I'm just going to give you a brief tour of the garden coming out of like our sliding glass door, and show you all the things that we have going. So we're gonna start off with our lettuce that we pick off. Nothing like some fresh lettuce. This is Elsie right here. We found her out at our freshwater spring that we get water from. We plant a lot of flowers to draw the bees and the hummingbirds to our garden. Now when you walk out here, this is a bag full of mint. There's chocolate mint, there's orange mint, and there's sage in here. Smells awesome. Right here, we have some lemon verbena. Smells, oh my God, this goes straight to your head right here. Right here is some scented geranium. This plant smells like you could throw one of these leaves inside some type of bag and throw it in your dryer. Your clothes come smelling like some fresh dryer sheets. Anyway, look at those flowers. Now, if you look up here, we have some tall grass growing, but my wife has hops. She's got flowers. And we'll go to the other side. You'll see some grape leaves growing. But all of this is a canopy, and it's a shade for our garden. Like this is like a little passageway that you crawl through. Oh, here's my cactus right here that I'm bringing up. You walk out here underneath the canopy. Check out these hop flowers. Bam, bam. Come over here to the left. We have all of our tomatoes. We've got some habanero peppers growing in them. We've got basil growing in this tomato plant down here. We had a huge basil plant in here that we harvested. But you can see all the tomatoes popping now. I self-pollinated all of these because we didn't have any bees early on. So what you do is... I don't have my paintbrush out here with me, but what you do is you hit each flower with the paintbrush and pollinate them yourselves, and that's what you get. I did that with the tomatoes. I did it with the eggplant. You can see what's banging now. Got more eggplant coming right here. This was our clematis. It already banged out. As you can see, we have, whoa, can't let you miss this. Okay, check this out. All natural birdhouse, all natural bird feeders right here. We have all the little birdies coming to visit us. Look at the beautiful berries we leave for them. Look at that. Those are thornless blackberries that we planted. This is one of my favorite plants here, the black and blue. Oh, we've got some roses growing with the blackberries. Down here, got more mint. This is Taiwanese coriander, I think. Very strong. Oh man, that's very strong. Some more lemon verbena. We've got some lavender in here. We've got sage growing. On the other side over here, we've got some Spanish lavender. One of my favorites. This is my teapot. Okay, check this out. This is a 5-gallon bucket that I drilled holes in. It's a vertical teapot. I've got holes here, holes there, going all the way around. What these are self-composting pots. This is a tube right here that we filled up with waste that we ground down in the house. I put it in the blender, chopped it up. It was full to the top. There's worms in there that have eaten all of that down. And what they do is they create earthworm castings, which adds nutrients to the soil. And as you can see right here, I have a California orange poppy growing with orange mint. That's orange mint on top. This is apple mint right here. This is some Persian mint right here. More poppies growing in there. But yeah, look. That's the entrance to our patio. Sunflower way up there. Come around here. Got our little arch. This is my wife's spice rack. Got parsley and some sage and oregano, and this is French lavender right here. This is French. Oh, I can't read that. I don't know which one this one is, but there's more lavender down here. This is Spanish, and this is regular lavender. Right here, we've got some lemon cukes that are going crazy. Look at that. Bam. I hand pollinated all of this. Look at that. All the way down. And it's growing all the way up. Here's another self-composting pot that I made. Now, the cardboard tubes that I use, normally you would use PVC, but I just wanted I had a cardboard tube from a shipment that I had received that I wanted to use and see how long they would last. The worms ate right through them. As you can see, they ate that all the way down right there. And you couldn't see it on the other pot, but these self-composting pots have a drain in them at the bottom. I filled this all the way up with rocks down here so that anything filtering through will be clear and it'll drain out of here. You can drain the tea into a mason jar, or look, we have it going right into this pot right here. But that's just the first part of the garden. Now, I'm going to go to the second part. My wife built this whole fence. It's an all-natural fence that she made out of all of the branches and clippings that the landscape guys taken. And this is all of our leafy greens and squash down here. I terraced this hill cut back all of these blackberry bushes right here over the years. I terraced the hill right here, and we have all of our butternut squash. We've got zucchini all in there. You see that copper? We've got some electroculture going on. We do a lot of different things in this garden. We've got electroculture going on over here. See that copper band? Keeps everything. Normally this would be eaten up by slugs. The last couple of years, that's what happened. And you have to have catnip in the garden. Listen to all these bees. Gotta have catnip. Gotta have catnip. And this is a pumpkin plant. Bam! But yeah, nothing but food and medicine. All those hops. Oh, here's the grape. This is the grape plant right here. Oh, and all of these plants are in pots. Look at those hops. Beautiful hops. Beautiful canopy. Look at that view from the top. Now, I'm just a water boy. My wife figured out over the years where all of these plants go, where they do the best, and I just give them what they need nutrient-wise and move things where she tells me to move without giving her lip. All these lines up here, she's strung her across. She's got everything trained the way she wants it. This beautiful painting right here was found in the trash area. A student was moving, couldn't take it with her. We'd love to know who did that. So if you went to Western Oregon University, 2016, let us know. Your painting has been blessing our garden ever since the day that we found her. So thank you. I call her the garden goddess. Her and my wife are garden goddesses. But anyway, welcome to Patio to Play Gardens. I'm the Blissful Gardener. I'm going to be doing several things here. As you can see, I have a Herkimer quartz diamond over my pineal gland. What those do is open up portals that help me communicate with my plants. Now, some people might think that's crazy, but I implore you to read this book, Bam! The Secret Life of Plants by Peter Tompkins. Okay? Plants communicate to you telepathically. Now, I've said this before. You know, it's happened in my cannabis gardens, and it happens in this garden all the time. Plants love playing grab ass with you when you're not looking. I swear, you can be bent over picking up something, everything will be clear, and all of a sudden, woof, you just feel something. Turn around, it's a plant just waving at you. But anyway, if you read this book and you haven't had success in growing plants in the past, you'll get success after you understand how they work. Like I said, they're awesome. This right here is a hair formula. And my wife is growing all the herbs to grow my hair back. Check this out. Look at all that. That's all new growth. What? Darn Skippy. So we're growing hair up in here. We drink coffee out here. All this pollen's got my allergies going, so excuse me. I don't have, anything. But we drink coffee out here. Going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. Opening up pineal glands. I do Agnihotra out here on the patio. We do meditation. Going to be doing a lot of things. I'm going to have to get busy out here and do my wife's garden some justice. Because I haven't been in the past, and I'm going to make it my job. To do it now. But anyway, thank you for being patient with me, and I hope all of this uploads to the channel. So come along with us on this journey. We love you. God bless. Peace.